Dear students, today we'll see part 3 of a DCET 2021 question paper. Let's go with the question. Question number 1 is question of 41. The dashed layer ensures the correct delivery of a complete message. Okay, now in the OSI model of 7 layers, which is the layer which will ensure correct delivery of a complete message? And the answer for that out of these 4 options is transport layer. So option B, a transport layer, is the correct answer, which ensures the correct delivery of a complete message. So here you can see a transport layer services. Its first and main service is end-to-end delivery, addressing a reliable delivery, flow control, and multiplexing. And in end-to-end delivery, the transport layer transmits the entire message to the destination. Therefore, it ensures end-to-end delivery of an entire message from a source to destination. So the option is transport layer. So here you can see option B, a transport layer, is the correct answer. Then we'll go to the next question. To protect against fiber cut, FDDI has dash sets of fiber. So if you remember about the network built by FDDI, so in FDDI we have two sets of fibers. On one set, the main communication will be going on, and if any problem comes on the first set, then the second set of a cable or a fiber will come into picture. So we have two sets of fiber in FDDI. So here option C, 2, will be the right answer. So here you can see FDDI stands for Fiber or Distributed Data Interface. The FDDI network contains two token rings, one for possible backup in case the essential ring falls flat, in case the main ring falls flat, in case there is any problem in the main ring, then the backup ring will come into picture. So here you can see FDDI network is shown, and here you can see the red line, which is called as primary. Now that red line is your main line, and these are the nodes or the computers or the terminals which are going to connect to this fiber. So these are the nodes which are going to connect. Now say if in this primary, if any breakdown takes place, then the secondary cable, the secondary optical fiber, the secondary fiber will come into picture, and that fiber will see that the data will continue to flow. And in the meantime, you can repair the earlier node or terminal which has gone to breakdown. Okay, so here the option will be the FDDI network contains two token rings. So here option C, 2, is the right answer. Then we'll go to the next question. A combination of dash and dash makes a socket. Okay, so if you remember about what we have studied in socket, so socket is one which is going to identify a computer by its IP address. It is going to identify the terminal by its IP address and the application on that terminal by the port number. So a combination of IP address and port number makes a socket. So option C is the right answer here. IP address, port number. So here you can see a combination of IP address and port number makes a socket. Then we'll go to the next question. For transferring big files over the internet, the dash protocol is used. Now, when we studied these protocols for transferring big files, we used FTP, that is File Transfer Protocol. So it is option D, which is the correct answer, which is File Transfer Protocol. So here you can see for transferring big files over the internet, the FTP protocol, that is File Transfer Protocol, is used. Then we'll go to the next question. Here, X is a constant pointer, P is an integer pointer, and X is denoted as, so here you can see X is denoted as X of function 0, then it is denoted as 1000, so it is going to get a value of 1000. Now here, if P is equal to, okay, ampersand X0, now this is also 1000. Then what is the value of p plus 4? P plus 4. Now here p is an declared as an integer. So here you can see p was declared as an integer pointer. This is very important to remember here. It is declared as an integer pointer. Now integer holds 2 bytes. Integer holds 2 bytes. Therefore, in this case, if you are doing plus 4, if you are doing plus 4, it will be 4 into 2, that is 8. That means the value of x4 will be equal to this basic value 1000 plus 8. So it will be 1000 plus 8, which is nothing but 1008. Okay, so here out of these 4 options, option D will be the right answer, 1008. The only thing here what you have to remember was it was an integer pointer, and integer pointer holds 2 bytes each. Okay, so if you are going P plus 4, that means P plus 4 into 2, that is 8 positions. So it is 1008. So from 1000 we are going to come to 1008. So here you can see option D 1008 will be the right answer. Then we'll go to the next question. The meaning of STRCAT is what? So in these options, option A says that it is a comparing two strings. Option B says that or determines whether two strings are equal or not. Option C says that or copies one string into another. Option D says that concatenates two strings. So here the meaning of STRCAT. Now STR is string, CAT is concatenates. So it is going to concatenates two strings. So option D is the right answer here. STRCAT is a concatenates two strings. So here the name STRCAT is an abbreviation of string a concatenate. STRCAT is found in the string.h header file. STRCAT will effectively append one string to another given two pointers to block of allocated memory. Okay, so it is string a concatenate. So here you can see the meaning of STRCAT is option D, concatenates two strings. Okay, so option D is the right answer here. Then we'll go to the next question, question of 47. Structured programming discourages the implementation of. If you're having a programming and it is structured, and in structured we know that we use do while loop, while statement, if else statement, all these come under your structured programming. But the first option which says that go to, break and continue statements, these are not encouraged by structured programming. So structured programming discourages the implementation of. Here option A is the right answer, go to, break and continue statements. So here you can see structured programming. Structured programming is the antidote to unstructured programming. Then what is unstructured programming? Unstructured programming provides no restrictions on the flow of a control in the logic of an algorithm. A go-to statement or unconditional branch may be used anywhere to alter the sequence of execution flow, resulting in spaghetti code that is very difficult to read or maintain. So unstructured program is having go-to statements. That means structured programming will not encourage go-to statements. Clear? That means the option A is the right answer. Go-to, break and continue statements are discouraged by structured programming. Then we'll go to the next question. A command prompt is displayed in. Option is editor window, a command window, workspace, a command history. So it is very obvious a command prompt is displayed in command window. So option B is the right answer here, a command window. So here you can see a command prompt is displayed in command window. Then we'll go to the next question. And or not belong to which option? Option A is arithmetic operators. Option B is relational operators. Option C is logical operators. Option D is bitwise operators. So obviously and performance or performance and not performance come under logical operations. So it is logical operators. And or not belong to logical operators. So option C is the right answer here, logical operators. Then we'll go to the next question. Dash function accepts an array argument and displays the value of the array row wise in the command window. So which is the function which will accept an array argument and display the value of array row-wise in the command window? It is disp command, that is a display command, disp. So option C is the right answer here. Disp function accepts an array argument and displays the value of the array row-wise in the command window. So option C, disp, is the function. Then we'll go to the next question. The register which points to the next instruction to be executed. So here, whenever we are going to run a program, whenever a program is being executed, so we'll be having in that program the address where the instructions are written, and for every address you will be having the certain instruction. Say for example, addresses are 1C00, you have the first instruction. 1C01, you have the second instruction. 1C02, you have the third instruction. 1C04, you have the fourth instruction. Okay. Now, when this instruction, when the first instruction is being executed, the second instruction address is held by the register, which is called as program counter. When we are going to execute the second instruction, at that time the third data address will be held by the program counter. So the program counter is one which points the next instruction to be executed. So it is the option A which is the right answer here, which is program counter. So here you can see option A is the right answer, program counter. The register which points to the next instruction to be executed is program counter. Then we'll go to the next question. Single task oriented washing machine designed for washing clothes only is an example for. Okay, now in a washing machine, we can use microprocessors also, we can use microcontroller also. But here the statement is single task oriented washing machine. So if it is single task oriented, it is having only one application of washing clothes, then we can come under the category of embedded system. And for embedded system, we can use a microcontroller. So here in this case, for single task oriented washing machine designed for washing clothes only, we can use a microcontroller. So option B is the right answer according to this statement. So option B, you can take it as microcontroller, which can be used to perform a particular application like we see in embedded system. So single task oriented washing machine designed for washing clothes only. This system we can build up with microcontrollers. Then we'll go to the next question. The content of accumulator and carry flag after the execution of given statement in 8051 programming will be. Okay, so here the first statement says that CLRC, this is going to clear your carry flag, so it will be 0. Then we have move A comma 0E7. So A will be having, accumulator will be having 0E7. Okay, this is in hexadecimal. Then here we are having add A with 8DH. So you're going to add A with 8DH. Okay, so here what will be the addition now after you add? So here you can see 7 plus D. So D plus 7 is DEF 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this will come as 4, and then you have 1 as carry, then EF 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7, and then you have 1 carry. Okay, so here a carry is going to come, and the answer will be 74H. Clear? So here out of these options, the accumulator contained at the end of add A instruction here, this accumulator contained will again be moved into or copied into R6 register. So accumulator contained will have 74 and carry will be 1. Okay, so carry has to be 1. So this is not the answer. This is not the answer. Then we can see option C, that is accumulator is 74 and carry as 1 is the answer. So option C is the right answer here. So here option C, that is A is equal to 74 and carry is equal to 1 is the right answer. But then we'll go to the next question. Mode 0 of 8051 timer is, options are 13-bit timer, 16-bit timer, 8-bit timer or 4-bit timer. So if you remember mode 0 when we studied in 8051, it was a 8-bit timer. So mode 0 is a 8-bit timer. So option C, 8-bit timer is the right answer. Then we'll go to next question. 8051 microcontroller has an internal RAM capacity of. If you see the features of 8051, the internal RAM associated with 8051 is 128 bytes. So option B is the right answer here, 128 bytes. So here 8051 a microcontroller has an internal RAM capacity of 128 bytes. Then we'll go to next question. Which port pins must be connected externally to a 10 kilo ohm pull-up resistor to use for input? That is, when you're going to use that line as output port, which is the port of 8051? It is whether it is port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3, which is going to use a 10 kilo ohm pull-up resistor. So it is obviously port 0, which is using 10 kilo ohm pull-up resistor. So here option A, port 0 will be the right answer. So here you can see when we use port 0 as an output port, the latch program to 0 will turn on, or consequently the FET, that is field effect or transistor, will connect to ground. We will require an external pull-up resistor 10 kilo ohm here to give a logic 1 for using port 0 as an output port. So pull-up resistor, the external resistor of 10 kilo ohm is used in case of port 0 to be used as an output port. So here you can see option A, port 0 is the right answer. Then we'll go to the next question. The push instruction in 8051 will dash the stack pointer by one memory location. Now, when you use push instruction, the data is going to be stored in the stack memory. And when data is going to be stored in the stack memory, what does the stack pointer be like? It will be incremented or decremented. The stack pointer, which is going to point the address of that stack memory, will be incremented or decremented. So in this case of 8051, when the push instruction in 8051 is used, it will increment the stack pointer by one memory location. So option A is the right answer here. Increment the stack pointer by one memory location. Then we'll go to next question. AMBA stands for Advanced Microcontroller Bus Architecture, ARM Main Bus Architecture, Advanced Memory Byte Architecture, Advanced Multiple Bus Architecture. So AMBA stands for Advanced Microcontroller Bus Architecture. So option A is the right answer here. Advanced Microcontroller Bus Architecture. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question. Question number 59. The two input to ALU in ARM comes from. Options are one from register file and one from barrel shifter. Option B is both inputs come from register files. Option C is one input come from register file and one input comes from RAM. And option D is both input come from barrel shifter. Now, if you remember about ALU in ARM, okay, actually the two inputs come from register file, but one input will go directly to the ALU and one input is processed through a barrel shifter and then it goes to the ALU. So if you speak specifically, then option A will be the right answer. One will come from the register file and one will go through the barrel shifter to the ALU. This is the data flow or diagram, okay, of your LPC 2148, that is ARM controller. And here you can see you are having a register file. Now from this register file, you are going to get one data here, which is going to go directly to the ALU. And the second input, whatever you are going to get, is going through a barrel shifter where you can pre-process the data, you can shift it, you can rotate it, and then give to the ALU. So the ALU is having two inputs. One comes from the register file, this comes from the register file, and this comes from the barrel shifter. So one input is from register file and one input is from barrel shifter. So here the option A is the right answer. One from register file and one from barrel shifter. The two inputs to ALU in ARM comes from, one input is from register file and one from barrel shifter. Then we'll go to the next question. The only two instructions that can operate CPSR, that is a current program status register, and SPSR, that is save program status register, are. So if you want to operate with CPSR and SPSR, that is program status registers, then the instructions which are used in ARM are MSR and MRS. So option C is the right answer here, MSR and MRS. So here you can see MRS is the instruction which is used to move the data to register from the status, and MSR is one which moves the data from status from register to status. Okay, so here if you want to move it from status to register, then it is MRS. If you want to move from register to status, then it is MSR. So MRS and MSR are the two instructions which are used to operate with program status registers, that is CPSR and SPSR. So here you can see option C is the right answer, MSR and MRS. The only two instructions that can operate CPSR and SPSR register are MSR and MRS. Okay. Thank you, students.